perfect.
Welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to be working on the closet. We're going to do the bottom drawers. Let's not waste much time and go to the barn and cut all the plywood to make these beautiful drawers. So we're done with the table saw. We have cut all of them to the size. We need to cut them a bit shorter, some of them, but mostly done with this thing. And it feels incredible to cut with a brand new saw. And the blade is really sharp for being kind of a cheap Chinese brand. The blade is cutting really nice and smooth. So thanks to, I think it was her name was Annie, donated on the live stream, and that's why we are able to have this table saw. So let's put it aside, get the router, and we're gonna route her in little grooves, so actually it all kind of grooves in, because I'm scared it's just gonna pop down with the weight. So I'm gonna make grooves to groove it in. And also let's cut them to the size. So we are all done. Hopefully we have done it exact. By the looks of it, it looks quite good. Exactly where we wanted it. On the lines you can even count. It's like a certain number and a half. And a certain number and a half. So I think that should be exactly 6 millimeters. Exactly half of the width. So let's just do one dry assembly before we head in. Just in case we need to adjust something.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully it just exactly fits, but I already tried and it fits pretty good. Desper needs to help me with this.
Yeah. Okay, so it fits good. Other side.
As long as it makes the exact box is the most important part.
Those are actually pretty big boxes.
Yeah.
Okay, that fits. And let's hope that that aligns good.
Kind of aligns.
That's Okay, I think it aligns pretty perfect. I cannot get it in. Perfect?
Looks to be.
I think that's pretty perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring it inside. And assemble it. There.
Yep.
Nice. Was worth it.
Definitely, I think the raw thing is the way to go. Also, it's kind of like just holding on it as is.
Yeah.
So the screws are just there to keep it together. But
I think
the
we
pressure, like, it's gonna be like no problem at all.
I think we should do that on every drawer so we can do from now on. It did not take so much more effort, so I think
It's a very
definitely
basic. Like we could also do these like these to connect better, but I feel like
think that's
screws do
okay.
okay job there.
Yeah.
I feel like this bottom holds it more together than anything. Okay.
Let's hope it fits in the hole. That's another thing.
That's another. We could quickly do a measure. It's 1 millimeter too big somehow. So it is by 1 millimeter off. So we are gonna just plane off 0.5 millimeter on both sides, and hope that that does it. It could be just that, but the rest of it we have done it pretty good. And then the other one, the bottom one, we'll check the same way. And if it needs, we'll plane that up as well. So let's just plane off a bitty off from it. Let's take this whole thing. Six, but it could be that it needs pulling in.
Yeah. So it's exactly perfect.
Hopefully that also is exactly perfect in there. But
Yeah, because again we're making something extremely perfect on an imperfect floor and construction. So it might bite us in the bum again. We try to be perfect, but doesn't always work.
yeah. So it took like 10 minutes of assembly for this drawer, and that's with pre-drilling all the holes and having them perfectly aligned, so no screws come out when you go sideways or a bitty not in the correct center of the wood. I feel like this kind of grooves that we did is definitely helpful, and now you don't have to worry about the pressure you're applying. It's not just holding by the screws, because I was scared if we just nail it or screw it on, I think it's just not gonna last long. We could do the same grooves and nail gun it as well, but then again, as I said, you have to remember where exactly the groove is from the other side as well to nail it right in the middle. That's just not perfect, so I think drilling it and screwing it like this is really long lasting, especially with the glue as well. I feel like this saved us a lot of time on assembly, because we took a lot of time assembling the other drawers we built. I feel like we definitely improved. I think the routing also didn't take that much longer, so I think this is definitely our future go-to for making drawers. And this thing is honestly indestructible. We are using really oversized plywood. This is 12 millimeters, and I feel like that is just a bitty overkill for making drawers. Maybe for the surrounds not, but for the bottoms usually they use a bit skinnier plywood. This you could honestly just hold like power tools in, or something heavy like hammers. But there's just gonna be some blankets and pillows going in there, so I don't think it's gonna have too much stress. I don't know why I was so worried, but definitely built to last. Let's go attach one, and then we're gonna assemble the other one.
Moment of truth.
It has to fit not just the drawer, but it also has to have the two slides between it. And that doesn't seem to fit.
Are you kidding?
That is tight.
I like that we dry fit it.
Yeah, but the measurements were correct, so... Yeah, 2 millimeters.
2 millimeters is causing us such a big problem. Moment of truth.
So it is done. The drawer works really good now. It was a bit, the frame is not the straightest. I don't think our saw cut's so precise, so we got a bit of variation by like 2 millimeters, and that's enough for the slides to be kind of grinding a bitty. But the planer did a quick work. We took off from one side and a bit more from the other side, and that's enough for it now to be opening and closing smoothly. It was just punching at the very end. It was getting a bit smaller, so we just shaved that off, and now it's closing really good. And it is nice and flush as well, so when we add kind of a beauty wood in front here, it's gonna seal in pretty good. We might need to adjust it a bit more to be a bit more out, maybe, to be exactly flush whenever it's all the way in the hinge. But let's get on and do the bottom one. Hopefully that one's not gonna be as hard. Hopefully it fits nicely and not too small or too big, and just exact.
Yeah, and the reason why we put this one on top instead of the bottom is because it was 2 millimeters shorter.
Yeah, also
on the
that
top.
way, yeah. Here
So we're hoping that the bottom one will fit, will be smaller than the top one by 2 millimeters. So that's why we did it other way around. No way! Does it fit?
Excited.
Does it fit? That would be awesome.
It's a bit on the tight side, but we don't know how it is up here.
Yeah. Wow.
I told you to put the food to warm up.
Wait. Perfect.
So the drawer is done, and this one took I think 10 minutes to assemble and 2 hours to put in, and this one took 5 minutes to assemble and 5 minutes to put in. So yeah.
And it works perfect first try.
Yeah, and yeah, like I aligned even the hinges perfectly, so where they work smooth, no grinding, no nothing. Feels really good. And the stopping is also like something you need to adjust. This stops perfectly.
The top one we had to adjust, I think, like...
closes flush as well.
The top one we had to adjust like 20 times.
That one's been unscrewed and screwed on really a lot. But that's, I think that's pretty good. I need to attach a bit more screws, I think, because I only put it on 2 screws on each thing. So I'm gonna attach more screws off camera, but that's pretty much it with this video. We do have to add beauty wood on the front and the sides. That's why there is a gap here, and also on the sides, same thing. So it kind of looks exactly the same form. It's definitely not going to look the same as the closet. That is almost impossible for us to match. but it's gonna look close enough where it's gonna be beautiful, I think. So, hope you enjoyed. Good to see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Did you knock yourself?
No.
Okay.
You also put it from the side, which is incorrect.